Have you ever wondered why, even with so much information available, it seems impossible to shake off stress and anxiety? The truth is, most people are stuck in a vicious cycle of worry, procrastination, and mental exhaustion. But here's something almost no one tells you. There are simple, yet incredibly effective strategies that can transform your life quickly and practically. And no, we're not talking about magic formulas or temporary tricks. We're talking about proven methods that align your mind, your emotions, and even the way you connect with the universe around you. In this video, you will discover 3 powerful strategies that truly work, based on self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and practices that genuinely deliver results. Get ready to understand how small adjustments in your daily routine can create a massive transformation in your life. And the best part? You can start today. Let's embark on this journey together toward a lighter mind, a calmer heart, and a life with more purpose. Are you ready to finally take control and leave stress behind? First and foremost, it's essential to shed light on what hides in the shadows, the causes of stress. Sometimes it feels like everything is falling apart at the same time, but in reality, there are underlying threads that feed this sense of chaos. Financial issues, relationship conflicts, or even past traumas are common triggers. A good starting point is to grab a piece of paper and write down, without filtering, everything that comes to mind when you think about what weighs most on your daily life. This simple exercise brings clarity and allows you to identify patterns that often go unnoticed. Imagine someone who constantly feels anxious when opening their bank app. This discomfort might not just be about money, but about the fear of failure or not being enough. Honestly, identifying these emotions is the first step toward transformation. When the mind gains clarity, solutions start to seem more accessible. Tools like journaling, writing daily about thoughts and feelings, can be powerful allies in this stage. Another clear example: think of a person who always feels drained at work. Is the problem the job itself, or perhaps how they manage their boundaries and expectations? Sometimes, a simple conversation with a mentor or a trusted friend can reveal the true root of the problem. Emotional intelligence plays a key role here, allowing one to observe situations with more balance and less reactivity. For those who struggle to organize their thoughts, there are practical tools like mind maps. They help visualize problems more clearly by connecting causes and effects. This makes it easier to see that often the central problem isn't as big as it seems, it's just disguised among other daily noise. And here's something important: the law of attraction. When you dedicate yourself to understanding your internal causes of stress, you begin to vibrate at a frequency of resolution, not chaos. A clear and focused mind starts to attract solutions that once seemed impossible. This is just the first step, but undoubtedly, it's the foundation for everything that follows. After identifying the causes of stress, it's time to organize the mental clutter and establish clear priorities. It's like looking at a messy closet. If you try to tidy everything at once, you'll probably give up before finishing. The secret is to tackle one problem at a time and dedicate your energy entirely to it. Focusing on one thing not only brings more efficiency, but also immediate emotional relief. It's that feeling of "at least this is sorted." Imagine someone worried about debt, relationship problems, and job dissatisfaction. All of this together seems like a perfect storm, right? But what if that person decides to first focus on organizing their finances? By creating a clear financial plan, they'll have more security to handle the other issues. Focus works like a magnifying glass. It amplifies the solution and reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed. Here comes emotional intelligence again. Knowing how to choose what truly matters and letting go of what can wait is a life-changing skill. A good practice is to ask yourself, if I could solve just one thing today, what would have the greatest positive impact on my life? Write down the answer and dedicate yourself to it. Small, consistent steps are more powerful than chaotic attempts to fix everything at once. Tools like the Eisenhower method, priority matrix, can be great allies. Dividing tasks into urgent, important, less important, and unnecessary helps visualize what truly deserves your attention. By doing this, the mind gains more space to focus on what really matters. And remember, the law of attraction acts powerfully when you're focused. By dedicating your energy to a specific goal, you send a clear message to the universe, and opportunities start to arise. But of course, this only works if you're genuinely committed to acting on what you've defined as a priority. Ready to take the next step? Now that the causes of stress have been identified and priorities set, it's time to take action. And here's the secret. Thinking without action is like having a map without moving. The action plan is the bridge that connects mental clarity to real results. Every small daily action is like a brick in building a lighter and more balanced life. There's no point waiting for perfect motivation. Movement creates the necessary momentum to move forward. Imagine someone who discovers that their biggest stressor is a lack of financial organization. The next step isn't just listing debts, but creating a clear plan, setting payment dates, establishing a monthly budget, and perhaps seeking extra income. Small actions done consistently have the power to transform realities that once seemed unchangeable. Emotional intelligence also plays a crucial role here. Acting without self-awareness can lead to the infamous cycle of starting something with enthusiasm and quitting at the first difficulty. Therefore, it's important to be aware of your limits and celebrate every small victory along the way. Remember, action doesn't mean perfection, but rather continuous progress. Tools like weekly planners, productivity apps, and even classic methods like the Pomodoro technique can be used to maintain focus and avoid procrastination. A good action plan is detailed enough to follow, but flexible enough to adapt to the inevitable changes of daily life. And here comes the law of attraction once more. When you start acting in alignment with your intentions, the universe responds. Opportunities begin to appear almost magically, and the puzzle pieces start to fit together. But of course, all this only happens when there's consistency. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next. There's no point in identifying causes, setting priorities, and creating an action plan if you don't maintain consistency. Consistency is what separates dreamers from achievers. It's the daily commitment, even on tough days, that brings lasting results. Small actions repeated over time have a much greater impact than sporadic big efforts. It's like watering a plant every day. Pouring a bucket of water once a month won't do. Think of someone who decides to meditate to reduce anxiety. Meditating once might bring momentary relief, but daily practice restructures the mind and strengthens emotional intelligence. The same goes for physical exercise, reading transformative books, or even keeping a journal. Progress may be slow, but every small effort is an investment in your future well-being. A powerful trick to maintain consistency is to create daily rituals. For example, start the day with 10 minutes of mindful breathing or end the night by jotting down 3 things you're grateful for. Small habits like these, when done every day, create a domino effect that impacts all areas of life. Here comes the law of attraction again. When you maintain a habit with discipline, you begin to vibrate at a frequency of achievement. The right people show up, opportunities arise, and solutions become clearer. It's as if the universe is responding to your constant effort, opening doors where there were once only walls. And here's an important reminder. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. Bad days will come, failures will happen, but what really matters is getting back on track as many times as necessary. Because, in the end, it's this consistency that will align mind, body, and spirit, which brings us to the next essential point. We've reached a fundamental point, the balance between mind, body, and spirit. Often, people seek external solutions for internal problems, forgetting that true peace begins within us. Spirituality, regardless of religious beliefs, is a powerful tool to reduce stress and find clarity. Practices like meditation, daily gratitude, and even intentional moments of silence help create an internal space of tranquility where external chaos loses its grip. Imagine someone who starts and ends the day by thanking for 3 simple things: a hot coffee in the morning, a pleasant conversation with a friend, or simply being alive. This exercise, as basic as it seems, has a profound impact on emotional intelligence because it trains the mind to focus on the positive. Gratitude, after all, is a powerful application of the law of attraction, as it attracts more things to be grateful for. Mental balance can also be achieved through small breaks during the day. A simple walk outdoors, a few minutes of deep breathing, or listening to relaxing music are enough to reduce cortisol levels and bring more clarity to important decisions. Balancing body, mind, and spirit is like tuning the strings of an instrument. Only then does the melody flow harmoniously. Another important point is cultivating a prosperous mindset. Instead of focusing on what's missing, it's essential to focus on what already exists and what's to come. The law of attraction is clear. Your energy attracts similar situations. Therefore, scarcity thoughts attract more scarcity, while abundance thoughts create opportunities. Finally, remember, your mind is like a garden. If you don't tend to it daily, weeds, such as negative thoughts and excessive worries, will take over. Spiritual and mental balance is an ongoing journey, and every small step in that direction counts. And now that you have these powerful tools, the question is, are you ready to start applying all of this in practice? We've reached the end, but in reality, this is just the beginning of your transformation. Now you have in your hands 3 powerful strategies that can indeed eliminate stress and anxiety quickly. But here's something important. Knowledge without action is like a map kept in a drawer. So ask yourself, what am I going to start doing today to change my reality? The life you desire is on the other side of small daily decisions. Start by identifying your stress causes, set your priorities clearly, and most importantly, act consistently. Remember, you deserve to live with lightness, balance, and purpose. Now tell me, which of these strategies are you going to put into practice first? Write it down in the comments, I want to know. And if this content made sense to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and leave your like. This way, you ensure you won't miss any more content that can transform your life. See you in the next video, and remember, change starts now. Let's go on this journey together.